When you break things down to a fundamental level, I want you to realize that all businesses, no matter what business type you can think of, actually narrows down into three core categories. And what we want to find out is which type of category your business fits in. And those three markets are health, wealth, and relationships. Now, the secret process, what we're going to do here is actually go to two sub-markets, if you will, or sub-levels within those demographics to find out which one that you're going to be thriving in. Because you see here, riches are in the niches. I don't know if you've caught the common theme, but we're not talking about trying to serve everybody. We're trying to find who is our target audience. And as you go to deeper levels within those three core markets, you're really getting niched down on who it is exactly that you're going to be serving. So to find your niche, just ask yourself, where do you fit in with other experts that are within that sub-market already? What is it exactly that they're selling per se? And with that in mind, what is it that you can offer or sell that's going to be unique and different from them? Because what we're trying to do here as a big goal is carve out our own unique spot within that ecosystem, right? So that way you have a spot where you can thrive in. Being niche is key to becoming an authority. You don't want to be a jack of all versus a master of none. See, just like in those three core markets, or pools, if you will, there's what's called red and blue oceans. If you've not heard of that strategy, there's a good book that goes really deep dives into this. It's called The Blue Ocean Strategy and explains it very well. But essentially the concept is here, sharks or your competitors or other experts within a space are competing. And if they're in the same pool, it's going to be bloody water, right? Hence a red ocean. And what we want to do is find ourselves a blue ocean to thrive in. And so that's why you want to go two levels deeper into a sub-market to create your own blue ocean strategy to amplify your results and become the authority within that space. So let's think about it like this. If there's less sharks in the water, there's going to be less competition for you, right? That's why it's very key to spend some time thinking, what are the sub-markets within the three core that I'm going to be operating in, and how do I carve a unique space within those areas? Now, one mistake I don't want you to fall for, which a lot of people do when they're trying to think for fast and simple results, what we're trying to do is build quality businesses based on a purpose-driven profession for you. So as you start to look into the niches, don't go in there and just find something that looks good and just start building. Okay, that's a big mistake. Because as you're diving in and you're starting to look into these pools, if you step into someone else's niche, you're essentially stepping into their blue ocean. So when you look at the market that you're going to create your business in and within the niche, you guys be thinking, what is it that's going to be your new opportunity? We've talked about this before in other videos. It's not about creating an improvement. We need to do an opportunity. How are we going to position ourselves so we have something completely new within this space? So remember, whenever you're creating your strategy, your blue oceans are going to be easy. Your red oceans are essentially an uphill battle. And I don't know about you, but I'd rather go into an easy pool than an uphill battle pool any day of the week. And so your goal is to nail down the niche that kind of meshes well with your superpower, the things that you're already naturally good at and gifted in, or something you've already spent a lot of time in your life developing to become a master in. Those are the niches you want to move into because it's naturally going to complement that with which you are already amazing at. But the biggest thing I can't stress enough is keep in mind that what you have to offer is going to have to be different from what everyone else is doing within that space. But here's what's cool and how we're going to do this. Find your competition, right? Look into them and start looking who are the people that are getting the results that you would admire, that you would like to have, right? Success leaves clues, correct? And so what is it that they're selling? What are they doing exactly? And not just what are they selling, think and kind of dive a little deeper and go, how are they selling it? How exactly is it that they're selling it? Because with that, then you can start to look at where you're going to fit into this whole equation and carve out your own blue ocean within these sub-markets. Because here's what's really cool. When you start to create a message that complements what other experts are already doing instead of competing, you can actually start to become partners in things, right? And you can feed off each other's by complementing each other's services, and you can get massive results even faster because you're not competing with them. You're complementing them in ways where it's like, hey, we can work together and do a lot of good. So as you're looking at this, there's going to be a few key questions that you want to ask about your market and sub-market as you plan to roll out and pull people from into your niche and say, hey, I'm the authority in this. Here's a few questions that you want to ask. And you've got to be real with yourself on this. Is what you're wanting to do, is it going to be something that's going to create excitement for them with a new opportunity and plan when you present it? Is it an exciting offer? Is it something like, wow, that looks really freaking cool, or that's amazing, I would love to look at that? Is it an interesting enough new vehicle, not an improvement offer, for them to take action on? It's got to be a new vehicle for them. And then you ask yourself, are the people in this market, are they like irrationally passionate? Is this like a cause or a purpose that you see a lot of positive momentum behind? And the same question is going to go for you. Are you irrationally passionate? Because passion is what carries you through the difficult moments. And passion is what makes people jump the fence and actually take action to do the thing that you're offering to the market. Because if people don't get results, how much of an impact are you really going to have on them? It's got to be people that are passionate about what it is that you're doing and offering so that they can experience results and so that your message compounds and goes even further because you use their case studies, they tell their friends and family, and things just start to create a massive momentum for you. And so some ways to find that out is just you ask yourself is, does this movement of people, do they already have some groups? Do they have some sort of like technobabble vocabulary? Are there any live events or virtual events that already go on within those spaces? Those are some key elements that if those things are going on, there's probably some good momentum there. And more importantly, is there experts already in the space? You never want to be the first one to enter into a space, okay? The first person that goes into like the wilderness, right, is the one that gets the arrows in their back. They get shot down and killed before they figure out how it works. You want to find people that are already out there, and then you're like, okay, cool. How can I model off them, carve out my own unique opportunity within what they're doing to complement them in some ways, right? Because you might work together and follow down that path that's already been cut. Because here's what I promise you. If you do this first step, you're going to avoid a lot of heartache and pain, a lot of trial and error, and quite frankly, a lot of cash trying to figure out how to make it work. Because if you start to go down to the wrong niche, no one's going to follow you. And think about how much time, energy, and effort you're going to put into this. So the steps that we're going over here are very, very important for you to take some time and really research them. And the biggest question of all, are they willing and able to spend money with you, right? Are the people that are in the space willing to, and are they able to? Do they actually have cash to take you up on the offer that you're going to be presenting them? Because without that, nothing can happen for either of you. You're not able to make an impact for them, and in return, you don't get an impact for your goals, purpose, passions, and results that you're putting out there for people.